Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag color combo 2024. But first I want to show you the new mushroom kit that I did. Sorry, no video yesterday. I was trying to get this up, and I was requested to me by April, sorry if I could get my words together, to do a portrait kit, just the pages, like the floral pages for the Love of Flowers digital. And so that is also in the shop. I'm only showing the mushroom one today because the Love of Flowers one, the portrait version, is very similar flowers. They're not exactly the same as far as how the pages are laid out, because I couldn't flip the original pages and make it look right. So I had to find new ones, but it's basically the same type of look. So I'm not going to go through showing you those, but just suffice to know that in my Etsy shop, there's also a portrait add-on for the Love of Flowers kit, if that's something you're interested in. Okay, so this kit is called Mushrooms, and it's mostly the mushroom pockets. There's tags, there's fussy cuts, all that kind of thing. There are a few background pages, but it's the main focus is like the pockets and things like that. So, because I figure if you're making a mushroom journal, you can use, oh my gosh, I'm all upside down. Use these in any mushroom kit, really. I don't feel like you need a whole lot of specific pages. These are the fussy cuts, and they all look kind of like embroidery, like those patches we got in the 70s. That's what they remind me of. So yeah, and then just some other cool looks too, but it all looks like it's embroidered for the most part. This one's a little different, almost like an illustration of embroidery. So I don't know, they're just cool things. So there's just one page of all tags. Then there's tags, like this is a tag, this is journaling card, and then the pockets. I do have the one floral pocket from that first page I showed you, just because I liked the flowers. And then these are all pockets except that one, and of course those. More fussy cuts. And then, sorry, I've got these all mixed up now because I had taken pictures, so there's these ones. Definitely would be really cool to do like a denim mushroom journal. These would be great for that. But they do look dimensional. Like this one especially looks dimensional. So I don't know. They're just kind of fun. This one I thought would be really fun if you put this on a page. You could do a side tuck and then cut this with a blade and have that as just a little pocket right there. Because if you're looking at this and thinking, what in the world am I supposed to do with that? That's just a thought that I had. So hopefully you guys like that. And then there are two faded pages, one going landscape and one going portrait. So I did include a few pages so that if you decide to do the portrait style journal, you'll have at least a few pages. Then there's a few pages in the landscape and a few portrait. I think there's 3 full color landscape. I just loved that, the way this all looks, almost like worn fabric. And then this one obviously is portrait, so that you can do the tall skinny journal if you want to, or you can use them to collage or whatever, make tags. And then again, this one is the landscape version, 9x6 type journal. And this one's portrait. I always get them mixed up. And then this one's portrait. And I did these 50% lighter pages to back so that you can write on them. That is the idea. So that it's a 15-page kit, that one. And then the add-on for the Love of Flowers kit is 14 pages. So that's what we have for that. So we are on our last day of the hashtag color combo 2024, hosted by Tammy at Loufrou-frou Studio. She's going to go on with a neutrals challenge. So if you're interested in doing kind of a color type challenge, I mean, obviously the new one is nothing but neutrals. And if you hop over to her YouTube channel, which is this, you'll be able to find out more about that. I don't even know a whole ton about it yet. I mean, I watched her videos on that, but I'm anxious to see what each week brings. So anyways, if you're looking for a challenge, color type challenge, that's what you can do. So last week we had square and navy blue. So I put all neutral colored squares all over just some drawing paper, and then added navy blue images and things just to give it that pop. So that's what I did last week. This week is lime green and rectangle, and I'm going to tell you that some of my lime green might not be totally lime green because I do like that vintagey look. So some of them are maybe approaching olive, but I just grabbed up a bunch of my scraps, you know, because I always have scraps, and then just some little bits and pieces. I don't even know if I'll use a lot of this, but anyways, this, and then I also cut out just some things to put on top. We're going to make those clusters that you can put on the side of a journal page. So you just take any papers that you want. Oh, I want to show you these. What did I do with the big one? Sorry. My friend Carol, because she's the bomb, sent me the link to this Etsy shop, MrsEllasAttic. She has this really cool numbers, and it's all sort of like my little book, wherever it went. I don't even know where it went. Oh, here it is. That has the numbers. So kind of along the lines of that, but bigger. And there's other style pages too, but these reminded me of those. And that's why Carol sent it to me, because she knows. I mean, I have plenty of these, but I'm already starting to hoard it because that's the way I am. So she's like, these you could use and not worry about it. So anyhow, if you're looking for something like that, that's what this is. And I thought these would be fun. So I mostly have pages or bits that I've cut or have already that are kind of rectangular. And I thought it would be fun to make the little clusters that go on the edge of a page or whatever. And I'm sure you've seen, if you watch Gail Augustinelli, she does these fairly frequently. So anyhow, that is kind of what I'm thinking. So let me grab my little cutter, because some of them I want to cut down a little bit more. And I'm going to, of course, do it different than Gail. And, you know, everybody does how they like. So the cool thing about these, you can put them on the edge of a page, use them as a tuck, whatever. So they're just kind of a fun little thing to make. And I thought, well, that's kind of perfect for rectangles, because you can just have a bunch of rectangles and that'll be your shape, and then you can add to it to get your pillar. So that's what I did. So how are you guys doing? I hope that you're all doing fantastic. I am doing quite well. I think I do like this one on here. And you can kind of stagger them, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. I am doing good. Sorry, no video yesterday. I could not get my act together to save my life as far as that goes. I did get 2 digital kits in the shop, and I've got more cradles printing and things like that. So it's not like I haven't gotten anything done. I just didn't get as much as I wanted done. I'm trying to decide. I like this kind of... yeah, so I'm going to grab a drink. Hold on a second. I was getting a frog in my throat. I could feel it. I don't know why, but anyways. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get going on these kind of projects. Let me set this one aside for a second. I like this. This is from a children's book that my sister gave me. And I kind of like that. This could also go in that journal I'm working on, the 1955 journal. Yeah, something like that would be cute, I feel like. So I'm just going to go with that and try not to look at a whole lot of anything else, except maybe I want a piece of this. Going that other direction. Oh, I need to say hugs and blessings to Nancy, Diane, and Sandy. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments, for watching regularly. Really appreciate you guys. I do. I'm just going to cut these. Want it under the kid's feet. Yeah, I like that. Okay. See, I just have to be all picky about it. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're fantastic. I've been working outside. You know how it is this time of the year. You're trying to get all the stuff planted, ready to go. And then there's always just the work that the yard needs after all winter of snow and ice and misery. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Also, you know, like I said, working on stuff for the shop. And I'm sorry about that. I had one almond before I turned on the camera like a dingling. I should not do that because I know they have those little skins on them and they just get me sometimes. They like get caught in my throat or something. Annoying. So yeah, hopefully you're all enjoying some nice weather. I could not be happier, let me tell you. So ready. You can, if you want to do these really quick, you can just do a little stack and hit it with your tiny attacher, but I'm going to glue these down a little bit more than that, just because that's how I want them. But the good part, if you do just a little bit of glue and stuff, you can kind of tuck other things into them if you want to. And this is definitely not my idea. I mean, I think we all have our own style of doing it, but loads of people do these. It's probably why I don't do them very often, just because I figure people might be getting tired of, you know, if everybody's doing them kind of thing. Like for a while there, it was funny. A lot of people were doing altered paper clips, which, you know, is totally fine. I just laugh about, we all kind of get on the same page sometimes, and it's funny. It happens. Well, and plus you see somebody else do a cool one, and then you're like, ooh, I need to make some of those, and you know how it is. So cute. I don't know how I happened to find this one with that kind of lime green color. What did I do with I hid my glue behind the ephemera for the new journal. I'm going to put it right at the edge of that. I should probably cut a little bit more off the bottom since I decided to scooch everything up like that. But you have to, but I'm going to. and then I'll have to ink it again. All right, so one down, just like that, using rectangles and a focal point. And you could add more layers to that. You could do some cheesecloth, or, I mean, just depending on what your theme is, you know. All right, what else could we do? We could do one of the ladies. I don't have actual lime green, but I feel like we're going to pretend. Got a stack of pictures over here that's falling down. Earn money selling Christmas cards. What else do we have? Oh, I do like that. I don't want that, because we're going to end up with too much of the book page type page. If that makes any sense. I don't really need it to say Christmas, because we're not doing any Christmas anything here. These papers are a little thinner, a lot of them, than what I might normally use, but I think once it's glued down onto a page, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But if you're going to have it hang over anywhere off of anything, you might want a thicker paper. Oh, I didn't cut out the little armholes. Oh well. I don't really feel like doing that right now. I'm making you guys watch me do that. Oh, I talked to that lady, the one that had the, and I'll show you guys when I work on that kit again, or on that journal. She had all the little 50s tidbits and all that I wanted to use in the journal, but then found out they were personal use, and she said that I could use them in a few journals, but just, you know, you can't obviously make copies of them, which I wouldn't do anyway. But got that all squared away, so that made me very happy that she was willing to do that. Because otherwise I don't even have a use for it. I mean, I guess I could make like birthday cards or something for family, but I'm not going to do a whole lot of those. And I could never mass produce journals, that's for sure. So it's not like a worry that way. It's almost personal use at the point of, you know, for how much I use it. Because I don't make enough journals of the same thing. In fact, usually I only make one. I might use a kit more than once though, but not a whole lot. Just because we're always on to the next thing, you know, doing the next fun. I get bored too easy with the same thing over and over. Oh, I put that way more than I needed to. Ding-a-ling. Try to get the big flops off. I mean, eventually it's going to get glued down to a page, but we don't want it to stick into anything else before that. I think I'm going to tilt this one just a touch. So yeah, she was very nice. She's a very nice lady. So I will definitely let you know her name and shop and all that, because she was very willing to work with me, and that's awesome. I love that. What more can you ask, right? Okay. I think I might want like maybe some kind of fabric or something. As I do, as you all know, I always have to do something along there. And then I could stitch it. I don't know if I want more green. Maybe do I have any yellow? That would work. Yeah, just knocked everything down. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of gather that on there, and then I'll run a stitch. So you can run stitches all over these too, which is really fun. If you just want to use maybe the paper bits and no focal point, it's really fun to just kind of stitch all over them afterwards. Corey Dahman does a whole lot of stuff with that type of look. So if you're interested in that, she does a nice job. She's excellent at using up scraps. She uses a lot of scraps in just cool ways. I'm not trying to cut this nice. I want it to look all frayed is the word. And then when I stitch that, it'll stay down a little bit better. So there's another one. I don't know if I showed you this one very close, but so we got two. We'll just keep making them and see what we come up with. I do like that one. I know. Hopefully I'll remember to come back to it. These strings. Strings everywhere. Strings everywhere. There's little pink polka dots in that green. I like that. I know there was... I've got to cut my fingernails. I just look at them and shake my head. This time of the year, because I work in the garden, I do this. I mean, they take major abuse, but they grow like weeds, so they get away from me sometimes, and I just don't realize until I look at them. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let me tell you, I would paint them because they would look better that way, but that would last about a day as far as what they look like. It just doesn't work great when you're constantly washing your hands and all that. I like that. I think that works. I want sorry, I'm just trying to think and oh, I know it might work. If I can find it again. Well, a piece of that wouldn't be bad to bring out that pink. Where did that go? There it is. Ouch. Knee just popped. Yeah, no. But a piece of this would be cute. Let's do our tear ruler. Because that's what I used when I try to get it semi-straight. Yeah, that's the one. That's the thing. Sorry, motorcycle. If you can hear it. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. I don't mind that when I start it and I go somewhere, but it's the revving it for ages that makes me nutty. I should probably do this more often, and I think I say it every time I get out a stack of scraps of a certain kind. I kind of like the way stuff turns out better because you're forcing yourself to use what's right here. And it's kind of a good way to do things. And when things are already cut up and stuff, it's also very helpful, obviously. But some days it just doesn't happen. So yeah, but it is good when you can make it happen. I'm not going to make it to the end of this bottle, I can tell you. Yesterday it was all oozing out the top endlessly. Today I can't get it to come out. Oopsie. Trying to get it to scoot down a little, but not a ton. Ah! Oh my gosh. Seriously. That one I can glue entirely. I loved this paper. I think it was Cosmo Cricket. No, this wasn't Cosmo Cricket. I don't know who this was because it was, 20 years ago. But had some great scrapbooking, old vintagey looking or retro, more retro type papers, and I loved them. And they had a little texture. They were just very cool. I was good this morning. I got up early and I did my walk early. So it was cool out, but that's kind of nice when you're walking for exercise. And there weren't a lot of people out, and it was just nice. Just the way I like it. Oh, I thought that was going all the way across. Or it did, but... the wind was blowing a little bit, but again, that feels good when you're walking. When it's not totally whipping. Slamming you into the ground. That's the way it felt for a while there. Okay, so there's none. Oh boy, oh boy. I have too many projects sitting here is the problem. Okay, there's that one. And I might do stitching. I don't know. But I like it. Alright, let's do maybe one more. See what we get. Oh, I want to use that one because I like that. I like this paper in particular. I could cut that down, or I could... I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, it would be a simple way to go. If you're going to use these as sorry, my brain just went blank. If you're going to use them as tucks in your journal, you might want to make sure you back these pages, like this one, for example. I mean, this wouldn't be bad because you'd probably glue here and maybe along this edge. But if it's going to hit the edge and it's just that kind of paper, book page or whatever, you might want to back it so that it's not getting all beat up every time something passes it. Oh, there's a longer one of these. I kind of want this to hang over that a little bit. So now where did I put my scissors? Oh, I know. This is that book page that's the edges that have been torn off and then stamped on. with rubber stamps. Silicone stamps, whatever they are now. Be kind of better if I had something. I kind of like that though. That wouldn't be bad. The neighbor's flag is whipping around out there. I can hear it, so it must be getting windier and windier. Oh, these flowers came from the same place as these numbers. So, and I'll list it in the description box because I can't remember. Oh, it was Miss Ellen's Attic. Miss Ella's Attic. Miss Ella. On Etsy. And I think she's in the UK. That is the bueno part about digitals, because you don't have to worry about shipping. I tell my husband all the time my digitals are far better traveled than I am. They've been to Japan and Australia and Germany. Where else? I can't think. But anyway, they are far better traveled than I. Which is very cool. All over, all over. Okay. It's pretty on that side too. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I keep forgetting to put the pin in, and then it's a big mess around with the glue every 2 seconds. No, don't do it. I don't think that's entirely straight, but we're going to pretend it is. We're not gonna worry about that. Yeah, I don't remember where I got this paper, but I really like it. That's cute. It's another one I've had for probably at least 20 years. Pretty sure it is, because I got it to do scrapbook pages for my son, and he will be 20 next month. Crazy days. Time flies when you're having fun. That is for sure. I don't know, I kind of feel like it flies way faster now than it did for a lot of years. My husband and I were talking about that the other day. Getting bored, you know, when you're a kid. And you tell your parents, I'm bored. And then back when we were kids, it was like, oh, they could find a ton of things for us to do. Fold laundry, do dish, you know, whatever, take out the garbage, all those kind of things. But now it's like, bored? What in the world even is that? I don't even know. I feel like we all run around like chickens with their heads cut off. That's pretty cool. I mean, they're really easy, so just make yourself a bunch, because it doesn't get a lot easier than that. Alrighty, I think I will stop there. I think you guys got the idea. I mean, you can add anything. You can add even more things. You can do whatever you like. Do magazine, some scrapbook pages, cut something cool out of a magazine that you like that would go in a journal. Voila. So we have our little kiddo. Love that. We have this lovely lady who's going to earn money making cards, selling cards. And then this lady. And our flower, which could go in any journal, really. So, yeah. So, oh, I'll show you really quick, just to give you an idea. So if you have it on a journal page, you would glue it like along the edge only if you want to, or you could glue there all the way around and have it just as a, you know, a tuck or something like that. This one too. Obviously some of these are bigger than others and gonna fit more stuff, but I mean, you could bring it down lower on a page. If you have the bigger size like this, you could even go in the middle of a page and have it be a belly band like that. Would be cool. So yeah, they're very fun. At the top of the page. Oops, that one hangs over a little bit. And have it as a tuck. So yeah, definitely fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.